بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. How are you, my students? I hope that you're happy and healthy and ready for today's lesson, which is Unit 3, Vocabulary Building. But before we do that, I want you to open your book, page 98. Let's take some exercises about previous lessons. Workbook, page 98. Exercise C. Number the adjectives in the correct order. If you remember the grammar, how do we describe something using more than one adjective? How do we put the order of the adjectives? So now we want to number the adjectives in the correct order. The first one is already done for you. My friend Pablo lives in an old, unique house. It has a wooden, heavy door. So the first one is already done for you. So it's an unique old house. Unique old house. So it has a wooden heavy door. It has a wooden heavy door. So which comes first? Wooden, the material, or heavy? So which one is number one and which one is number two? You can open your book and the grammar page and to check out the grammar itself. Okay, let's see the answer here. So it has a heavy wooden door and giant old windows. Giant, which is a size, old, which is an age, windows. So it and giant old. So do we say old giant or giant old windows? Which one is number one and which one is number two? Let's see the answer here. So it stays the same, and giant old windows. So we begin with the size, then with the age, windows. The kitchen has Mexican expensive ceramic tiles. The kitchen has, so now we have three adjectives, so we have to number them 1, 2, and 3. We are describing the tiles here of the floor. The kitchen has Mexican, nationality, expensive, an opinion, ceramic, material. So which one comes first, and then which one comes number 2 and number 3? Can you put them in the correct order here? Let's see the answer here. So it's the kitchen has expensive Mexican ceramic tiles. Expensive, we begin with an opinion. Mexican, nationality, then ceramic, the material. So the kitchen has expensive Mexican ceramic tiles on the floor, and we have here also three adjectives, and beautiful wooden Spanish cabinets. So we're describing the cabinets here using beautiful wooden Spanish. So which one is number 1, 2, and 3? Let's check the answer here. So floor has beautiful wooden Spanish cabinets. There is a blue big couch. So there is a big blue couch. So we begin with the size, then the color. There is a big blue couch in the living room. The couch is covered in Indian silk fancy pillows. Indian silk fancy pillows. So Indian is a nationality, silk is a material, fancy is an opinion, and we are describing the pillows. So let's see the answer here. So we begin with an opinion, of course, covered in fancy Indian silk pillows. On the floor there is an Egyptian enormous multicolored carpet. We're describing the carpet here. The floor, there is an Egyptian, nationality, enormous, size, multicolored, so this is a color here, carpet. So how do we, what's the order here? Which one is 1, 2, and 3? Let's check the answer here. So we say there is an enormous, multicolored Egyptian carpet. So we begin with the size, then the color, then the nationality. The bedrooms have small, old-fashioned closets. Very good. So it remains the same, small, old-fashioned closets, but the wooden, tall, impressive beds make up for it. So, but the wooden, tall, impressive. So, what's the correct order here? Yes, the impressive, tall, wooden beds make up for it. So jumping on to exercise D here, as you can see in the picture and some pictures you have in your book. You see this picture here. Write a sentence for each picture. So each picture, you'll be writing a sentence about it. Use 2 or 3 adjectives in each sentence. So in each sentence, try to describe what you see in the picture using 2 or 3 adjectives, of course, in the correct order. Remember that you'll be writing them in the correct order. The first one is already done for you. I saw a big, old wooden barn in the countryside. Big, this is a size. Old, age. Wooden, this is a material. Barn in the countryside. So I saw a big old wooden barn in the countryside. So the first one, the first picture here, you see a house here with a swimming pool. So it's almost a big house with a swimming pool. Can you describe something in the picture using either 2 or 3 adjectives as you like, but always pay attention to the correct order of the adjectives. Try to come up with any sentence using 2 or 3 adjectives in the correct order. Let's see what I have written here. My friend lives in a house with a beautiful new swimming pool. With a beautiful new swimming pool. So my friend lives in a house with a beautiful new swimming pool. So I described the swimming pool as beautiful and as new. So I began with the opinion, then came the age. So with a beautiful new swimming pool. So this is the first picture here. The second one, you can see this worn couch or sofa here. Can you describe this couch or this sofa using 2 or 3 adjectives? And remember the correct order. Okay, let's see what I have written here. I have an ugly old leather couch. Ugly, this is an opinion. Old, this is age. Leather, this is material. Couch. So I described this couch using 3 adjectives. Again, I have an ugly old leather couch. Ugly old leather couch, as you can see in this picture. So the next picture here, you can see this wedding cake. Describe this wedding cake here. Try to come up with 2 or 3 adjectives to describe this wedding cake. For me, I've written, there was a delicious, tall, white cake at the wedding. Delicious, opinion. Tall, this is a size. White color, cake at the wedding. So I've written, there was a delicious, tall, white cake at the wedding. The next picture here, you can see this cat. You can see in your book the picture of the cat. Can you describe the cat using 2 or 3 adjectives? Describe anything you see at the cat. Let's see what I've written here. There's a big, fat, old cat on the couch, of course. There's a big, fat, old cat. That's a big, fat, old cat. Or you can use your own adjective to describe the cat as you want. Jumping on to exercise E here, insert 2 or enough into the correct place in each sentence. Again, insert 2 or enough. So we'll be inserting 2 or enough in their correct places in each sentence. If you remember, where do we put 2 and where do we put enough, before or after the adjective, and so on. The first one is already done for you. This house is big, and the word 2. Of course, we say this house is too big. This house is too big. So the first one, you're driving quickly. You're driving quickly and the word enough. You're driving quickly and the word enough. So where do we put enough? Before, after the adverb? Here again, you're driving quickly. So let's see the correct answer here. Yes, it's after quickly. You're driving quickly enough. So enough comes after the adverb. Number 2, they have bathrooms for everybody. And the word enough also. They have bathrooms for everybody and the word enough. So where does enough fit in this sentence? So let's check the answer here. Yes, it's they have enough bathrooms for everybody. They have enough bathrooms for everybody. Number 3, I'm not rich to buy that house. Again, I'm not rich to buy that house. And also the word enough. Yes, very good. I'm not rich enough to buy that house. I don't have enough money. I'm not rich enough to buy that house. Number 4, you're walking slowly and the word too. So you're walking, yes, you're walking too slowly. Excellent. That couch isn't big and the word enough. Yes, that couch isn't big enough. So it's the same thing. You're short to play basketball and the word too. You're short to play basketball and the word too. Very good. You say you're too short to play basketball. You're too short. You can't play basketball. Why? Because you're too short. It doesn't fit you. Exercise F here. Write the sentence that has the same meaning. Use to or enough. So there's a sentence. Write the other sentence that has the same meaning. Use to or enough. The first one, she isn't too young. So we say she's old enough. So it has the same meaning. She isn't too young. She's old enough. So she's too short. So what sentence has the same meaning using enough? She's too short. So she's too short. Use enough in the sentence that gives the same meaning as she's too short. Yes, she's not tall enough. Very good. The car isn't new enough. The car isn't new enough. Let's see the answer here. The car is too old. Very good. The internet is running too slowly. The internet is running too slowly. So what's the correct answer using enough here? Yes, very good. The internet isn't running fast enough. Too slowly isn't running fast enough. Number 4, the dress isn't large enough. The dress isn't large enough. So how do we use too here? Yes, very good. The dress is too small. The dress is too small. Or you can say the dress isn't large enough. Number 5, it's too expensive. It's too expensive. So what do we say here? Very good. It's not cheap enough. It's too expensive. It's not cheap enough. Number 6, he isn't driving carefully enough. He isn't driving carefully enough. So how do we use too here? Giving the same meaning. Yes, he's driving too dangerously or too recklessly. He isn't driving carefully enough. The test, number 7, is too difficult. The test is too difficult. Very good. We say the test isn't easy enough. And the last one, that film isn't interesting enough. So we say that film is too, yes, that film is too boring. It's not interesting enough. Exercise G here. Write sentences using too or enough with the following words. New. This house isn't new enough. So come up with any sentence using too or enough using these words that you have here. For example, small. I have written, The earrings are not small enough, so she wants maybe big earrings. Old, use to or enough here. You can write any sentence. For example, I've written, that house is too old. And number 3, quickly. Very good, but I've written, you aren't walking quickly enough. You aren't walking quickly enough. So we want to move quickly here. 4, difficult. Yes, the test was too difficult for me. The test was too difficult for me. Number 5, boring. The film is too boring to watch. Or you can say, the film is too boring. Number 6, time. Use to or enough with the word time. Pay attention here. Yes, very good, but I've written, I don't have enough time to play today. I don't have enough time to play today. Number 7, quietly. Very good. You're talking too quietly. And number 8, fancy. This dress is fancy enough for the dance. This dress is fancy enough for the dance. Of course, we took previously what would hope to find in a rental apartment in the listening. And if you remember, we checked the apartment for rent. What do you hope to find when you want to rent an apartment? The facilities, the neighbors, the number of windows, the number of closets, and so on. So moving to today's lesson, today's objectives, identify the meaning of new words, the vocabulary building here. You will see these words in the reading on page 36 and 37. Match the words with their meaning. So we have 5 words and 5 meanings here, and we will be matching them together with the correct meaning. Asset, hub, nurture, cultivate, and potential. Asset, hub, nurture, cultivate, and potential. So here we have 5 words. We have to connect them, let's say, with their correct meanings. The first one here, the word in context. This is the context that you'll be seeing the words in the reading passage. The first one is asset. You will see it in this sentence. Investment opportunities will be increased through privatization of state-owned assets and agencies. The second word, hub. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia will be leading business hub with limitless opportunities. Nurture and cultivate in the same sentence. It is important, therefore, for the members of the Saudi society to be supported by social health care and educational system in order to cultivate and nurture its children. To cultivate and nurture its children. Number 5, potential. The nation's Islamic faith, national identity, culture, and heritage make it special and provide limitless potential for development. So these are the 5 words in the context in the reading passage. So let's try to answer the question here. The first one is asset. What does asset mean? Which definition here means asset? Is it A, to care for, help, or encourage the development and growth? B, the center of a region. C, a useful or valuable thing, person, or quality. D, capacity for growth and development possibility. Or E, to improve or develop by study or training. So the word asset, number 1. Let's see the correct answer here. It's C. Asset means something useful or valuable, person or quality. A useful or valuable thing, person or quality. So if you are an asset to someone, it means that you are valuable or useful. Number 2, hub. Hub, which definition here means hub? Let's check the correct answer here. It's B, the center of a region. So the center of a region means hub. Number 3, to nurture. If you remember, they say nurture children in the context. So what does nurture mean? Let's check the correct answer. A, to care for, help, or encourage the development and growth. So when you use with children, to care for them, help them, and encourage them. Number 4, to cultivate. The word cultivate, what does it mean? Let's check the answer here. It's E. Cultivate, to improve or develop by study or training. It was used also with children. So in the context, it means to improve them, to improve the children, and develop them by studying or training. Number 5, potential, of course, it's D, the capacity for growth and development, or the possibility in the future. That means potential. So potential is D, capacity for growth and development, or you can say the possibility. B here, check your answer with the partner. If you don't understand the meaning of a word, look it up in a dictionary. And with that, we reach the end of this lesson. See you next lesson, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.